welcome. Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram 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 Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram 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 Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Shri Ram Jai Jai Ram Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram 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 Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram 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 Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai. On the breath, we are invoking Ram, showing up strength and courage, not to be afraid, to have fill our heart with the sun of light and strength, and that we feel that sun rising, turning, and in our heart opening. Om Shri Ram Jai Jai Ram Om Shri Ram Jai 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 Ram Jai Jai Ram 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 Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram 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 Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Welcome everyone to the circle of prayer and praise. Opening your breath and putting that sun in your heart. Strength and courage. Presence to be. Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. 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 Om, Om, Hari Om, Hari Om. Welcome, everybody. Where's Ami from? Ami, France. No, Ami. Okay. Here we go. So opening your breath, continuing to open your breath, feel your breath. We never know how many breaths we have, in this body. So just feel this precious, beautiful breath. Feel your feet connected to earth, wherever you are, like roots of a tree, and the pulse of your heart, rhythm of your heart. All connected. Your breath moving through your body, your heart is pulsing, your feet connected to earth. And let's open the wings of our heart. Take virtual hands with each other. If you're still on gallery view, we can do it all together. And we'll say the invocation together. Toward the One, the perfection of love, harmony, and beauty, the only being, united with all the illuminated souls who form the embodiment of the Master, the Spirit of Guidance. Let's go to our friends in Russia. We'll go first to Ilona. I think you're still here, if I can find you. Are you here, Ilona?
Единому, совершенству любви, гармонии и красоты, единственно сущему, объединяясь со всеми просветленными душами, которые образуют воплощение Мастера, путеводный дух.
And then we'll go to our friend Aliella. And would you share in Hebrew, please? Thank you.
לאחד השלמות של אהבה תפארת ויופי, היחיד המאחד בתוכו את כל הנשמות הנאורות המייצרות את התגלמות האומן, הרוח הקודש.
I see Olga and Waduda are here from the Ukraine. If you are really here, could you unmute and share? Maybe not. Okay. Let's go to Asaf. And Asaf, would you share in Italian, please?
Мы не включили.
Oh, thank you.
До
Okay, great.
досконалості любові, гармонії та краси, до єдино існуючого, об'єднаного зі всіма просвітленими душами, які утворюють втілення майстра, дух дороговказ.
Thank you. Let's go to Lakshmi in Ecuador.
Hacia el uno, la perfección del amor, la armonía y la belleza. El ser único, unido a todas las almas iluminadas que forman el cuerpo del Maestro, el Espíritu Guía.
Thank you. Asaf. Thank you.
Verso l'uno, la perfezione di amore, armonia e bellezza. L'essere unico, uniti a tutte le anime illuminate che formano l'incarnazione del Maestro, lo spirito della guida.
Thank you. Anybody else? Okay. All together, let's, Bismillah, Ar-Rahman, Ar-Rahim.
Our breath is the link we have with life. All the different languages, and I was especially touched by the language of the birds that were singing in Ecuador with Lakshmi, and all that's their breath. Their song is the breath of life. And that's true for us too. So our whole path is dedicated to realizing the divine through the breath, to remember each breath, and each breath is a reminder and a way to remember. And they say a blessing is the remembrance of the divine on each breath. And the only sin, the only failing humans have is not remembering, losing the sense of connection. So Inayat Khan gives us a very beautiful practice to bring the breath into our full consciousness. We call these the healing breaths. First breath, we're breathing in through the nose, we're breathing out through the nose, we're invoking healing with the phrase Ya Shafi on the in-breath, Ya Kafi on the out-breath, healing for the earth element of our nature, our bones, our skeletal system, the ground of our being, our stability. And we change our breath to breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth, tuning to the water element, our fluidity, the juicy healing that is in our blood, all the fluids of the body, our tears, the rain, the ocean, all the waters of life. Now we breathe in through the mouth and out through the nose, tuning to the element of fire, the radiance of the sun in our heart that is the key to our alchemy of transformation, how we become beings of light and radiance. Now we breathe in through the mouth and out through the mouth, refined breath, tuning to the air element, the element that governs our ideals, that lifts us up, the wings of our heart. And the last breath of the cycle, the ether breath, the breath of stillness, very refined breath, integrating all of the elements inwardly. We invoke healing for our aura, our latifs, the light body. We can seal our practice with the prayer Nayaz. Let's go around the world with it. Let's go to Cuenca. Lakshmi, can you share please in Spanish?
Amado Dios Todopoderoso, a través de los rayos del sol, a través de las ondas del aire, a través de la vida que todo lo impregna en el espacio, purifícanos, revivifícanos. Te pedimos que sanes nuestros cuerpos, corazones y almas. Amén.
And Aliela in Russia, пожалуйста.
Возлюбленный Господь, всемогущий Бог, лучами солнца, волнами воздуха, всепроникающий в пространстве жизнью, очисти и оживи нас. И мы молим, исцели наши тела, сердца и души. Аминь.
In English. Oh, in Italian. Awesome.
Amato Signore, Dio Onnipotente, attraverso i raggi del sole, attraverso l'onde dell'aria, attraverso la vita onnipervadente nello spazio, purificaci e ravvivaci e preghiamo, guarisci i nostri corpi, cuori ed anime. Amen.
Beloved Lord, Almighty God, through the rays of the sun, through the waves of the air, through the all-pervading life in space, purify and revivify us, and we pray, heal our body, heart, and soul. Amen.
We thought we would, but we will work with two wazifas this morning, invoking their qualities. Ya Nur, light. Ya Nur. Ya Jabbar, the strength that comes from when things are broken, how they knit together. Ya Jabbar, it has a root that comes from when a bone is broken, and when it heals, it's stronger. So it's a kind of a strength and healing for bringing together the parts of ourselves that feel broken or separate, and also in the world. You know, we invoke this we bring it into ourself and send it out as a prayer for that kind of healing strength that comes when we pour light into places that are have forgotten their wholeness. Ya Nur, Ya Jabbar. So I have one of these giant malas. I know that some other people have it, but this one has 1,001 beads on it. Here, if you start there, right here. There's the first one there, and we'll do 100. We'll do 101 times, or once around a regular mala. Ya Nur, Ya Jabbar. 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 Ya Nur,
Ya Jabbar, Ya Nur, Ya Jabbar, Ya Nur, Ya Jabbar, Ya Nur, Ya Jabbar, Ya Nur, Ya Jabbar, Ya Nur, Ya Jabbar, Ya Nur, Ya Jabbar, Ya Nur, Ya Jabbar, Ya Nur, Ya Jabbar, Ya Nur, Ya Jabbar, Ya Nur, Ya Jabbar, Ya Nur, Ya Jabbar, Ya Nur, Ya Jabbar, Ya Nur, Ya Jabbar, Ya Nur, Ya Jabbar, Ya Nur, Ya Jabbar, Ya Nur, Ya Jabbar, Ya Nur, Ya Jabbar, Ya Nur, Ya Jabbar, Ya Nur, Ya Jabbar, Ya Nur, Ya Jabbar, Ya Nur, Ya Jabbar, Ya Nur, Ya Jabbar, Ya Nur, Ya Jabbar, Ya Nur, Ya Jabbar, Ya Nur, Ya Jabbar, Ya Nur, Ya Jabbar, Ya Nur, Ya Jabbar, Ya Nur, Ya Jabbar, Ya Nur, Ya Jabbar, Ya Nur, Ya Jabbar, Ya Nur, Ya Jabbar, Ya Nur, Ya Jabbar, Ya Nur, Ya Jabbar, Ya Nur, Ya Jabbar, Ya Nur, Ya Jabbar, Ya Nur, Ya Jabbar, Ya Nur, Ya Jabbar, Ya Nur, Ya Jabbar, Ya Nur, Ya Jabbar, Ya Nur, Ya Jabbar, Ya Nur, Ya Jabbar, Ya Nur, Ya Jabbar, Ya Nur, Ya Jabbar, Ya Nur, Ya Jabbar, Ya Nur, Ya Jabbar, Ya Nur, Ya Jabbar, Ya Nur, Ya Jabbar, Ya Nur, Ya Jabbar, Ya Nur, Ya Jabbar, Ya Nur, Ya Jabbar, Ya Nur, Ya Jabbar, Ya Nur, Ya Jabbar, Ya Nur, Ya Jabbar, Ya Nur, Ya Jabbar, Ya Nur, Ya Jabbar, Ya Nur, Ya Jabbar, Ya Nur, Ya Jabbar, Ya Nur, Ya Jabbar, Ya Nur, Ya Jabbar, Ya Nur, Ya Jabbar, Ya Nur, Ya Jabbar, Ya Nur, Ya Jabbar, Ya Nur, Ya Jabbar, Ya Nur, Ya Jabbar, Ya Nur, Ya Jabbar, Ya Nur, Ya Jabbar, Ya Nur, Ya Jabbar, Ya Nur, Ya Jabbar, Ya Nur, Ya Jabbar, Ya Nur, Ya Jabbar, Ya Nur, Ya Jabbar, Ya Nur, Ya Jabbar, Ya Nur, Ya Jabbar, Ya Nur, Ya Jabbar, Ya Nur, Ya Jabbar, Ya Nur, Ya Jabbar, Ya Nur, Ya Jabbar, Ya Nur, Ya Jabbar, Ya Nur, Ya Jabbar, Ya Nur, Ya Jabbar, Ya Nur, Ya Jabbar, Ya Nur, Ya Jabbar, Ya Nur, Ya Jabbar, Ya Nur, Ya Jabbar, Ya Nur, Ya Jabbar, Ya Nur, Ya Jabbar, Ya Nur, Ya Jabbar.
Put these sounds on the breath. Breathing in, Ya Nur. Breathing out, Ya Jabbar. Amen, amen, amen. Lakshmi, I have a request for you, not for this moment, but for a little later. If you're able to stay for the whole time, if you could share that beautiful poem, the Bazark.
Yeah, from Aru Barsak.
Yeah, not right now, not yet,
Yeah.
but a little
Okay.
bit later, if you have it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay.
So, the prayer. Yeah. Okay. So we, a couple of weeks ago, we put out a concentration of working with the prayer Khatum, and asked everyone to hold the line, open our hearts that we may hear thy voice, which constantly comes from within. And so we thought we'd move on to the next line this time. Disclose to us thy divine light, which is hidden in our souls, that we may know and understand life better. Disclose to us thy divine light, which is hidden in our souls, that we may know and understand life better. Ya Nur. Disclose to us thy divine light, which is hidden in our souls, that we may know and understand life better. Disclose to us thy divine light, which is hidden in our souls, that we may know and understand life better. Disclose to us thy divine light, which is hidden in our souls, that we may know and understand life better. Disclose to us thy divine light, which is hidden in our souls, that we may know and understand life better. So we invite you to, take that line of the prayer as a koan and really go there. Disclose to us thy divine light, which is hidden in our souls, that we may know and understand life better.
And we're not talking about metaphorical light. We're not talking about imaginary light. We're addressing the reality of the divine light, which is hidden in our souls, and which, when revealed and opened and felt and experienced, helps us understand our lives better.
Someone asked Murshid Sam, he said, what do you want after you, before you die? And he answered, he said, well, that's a really funny question to ask of someone who has the experience of immortality. Is that right?
Immortality direct.
Direct. But he said, but I would like to see, some of my murids be enlightened. And the questioner said, well, how will you know? And he said, by the light that comes pouring out of you, out of them, but out of, and that is our work is this thing of softening our nafs, softening the layers of attachment and shadow that cover our essential true presence, and opening that light. And we don't do it so much by looking at the faults, but by letting the purification of bringing in light, bringing in, tuning ourselves to these qualities that are intrinsically hardwired in our being. Yeah.
And realizing that the divine light is real. It's more real than anything else. It's ongoing. It has no beginning. It has no end. It touches us. It gives us breath. It gives us life. And then it takes our life and transforms us into ashes and dust. But the light continues. The light is an enduring reality of the cosmos and of the divine. And our work in this life is to open ourselves, surrender our awareness to the realization of the divine light and how it works, and how it works differently in every moment and in every person and in every aspect of nature. It has an unlimited number of representations, but there's one light.
One light, but many emanations of it. You know, as many emanations as there are, every aspect of life, every leaf on the tree, every flower, every bird, every human being, every cell of your body. You know, in truth, everything that we are interconnected, in this way. Beautifully unique and interconnected, united in the one.
And we can call on this light. Murshid Sam was given a darud by his Pakistani teacher, Barkat Ali. Allahumma salli ala nurun zalame. Allahumma salli ala. Allah, open me, take me, I surrender, pour yourself into me. Nurun zalame. Let the light of the divine go into all the places of contraction and injustice and imbalance in me and in the world. Zalame refers to this contraction. And so we use this as a healing practice.
Talia wrote in the chat, disclose to us thy divine light which is hidden in our souls, that we may know and understand life better. It's the same, yeah. Narun Zalame. Light into all the places of contraction. Yeah. Barkat Ali gave Murshid Sam, I think, 5 daruds, 5 practices. Murshid Sam always had a living check-in person, and this was his Pakistani friend and companion on the path who gave him practices. And Shakti has put the words in the chat.
So it's a healing practice.
Light into all the places that are the dark, into the contracted places within us, within our communities, within our places, all those places, within the world, in the body of the world.
Allahumma salli ala nuru zalame. Allahumma salli ala nuru zalame. Nuru zalame. Zalame, Noru, Zalame, Noru, Zalame, Allahumma Salli ala Noru, Zalame, Allahumma Salli ala Nuru, Zalame, Nuru, Zalame, Nuru, Zalame, Nuru, Zalame, Nuru, Zalame, Allahumma Salli ala Nuru, Zalame, Allahumma Salli ala Nuru, Zalame, Nuru, Zalame, Nuru, Zalame, Nuru, Zalame, Nuru, Zalame, Allahumma Salli ala Nuru, Zalame, Allahumma Salli ala Nuru, Zalame, Nuru, Zalame, Nuru, Zalame, Nuru, Zalame, Nuru, Zalame, Salli ala Nuru, Zalame, Allahumma Salli ala Nuru, Zalame, Nuru, Zalame, Nuru, Zalame, Nuru, Zalame, Nuru, Zalame, Allah, 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 Allahu, Allahu, Allah, 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 Allahu, 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 Allah, 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 Allahu, Allah, 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 Allahu, 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 Allahumma, Allahumma, Salli ala Nuru, Allahumma, Salli ala Nuru. And put the practice on the breath. Continue to put light in places of contraction, imbalance, injustice. Amen.
Yeah. Into all the places of injustice. Breathing light. Contraction. Injustice is a kind of contraction. We like to just invite us to put our hands like this. Go on gallery view if you have that capacity from wherever you are. And we're just going to blow Hu, light. Hu. 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 Into the hearts of each other. Hu. Breath of God. Opening to receive. Opening to give. Yeah, and just expanding that breath, knowing each of us are, when we send it to each other, we send it really far and wide. Amen, amen, amen. Okay, Lakshmi, if you're still with us here, could you share that beautiful poem?
Yes.
Thank you.
The God who made the stars, the seas, the mountains and its peaks, the universe and its galaxies, felt this world would be incomplete without you and without me. Do you see how you are a puzzle piece in the whole? How without you here there would be a whole? Your body is not just a clay tent that you live in. It's a piece of the universe you have been given. You are not a small star. You are a reflection of the entire cosmos. Can you hear the Big Bang in your heart? 80 times a minute, God knocks on the doors of your chest to remind you that He has never left and that He is closer to you than the jugular vein in your neck. Every moment is divinely blessed. For this very moment, God is blowing the breath of life through 8 billion different human chests. You are not just stardust and dirt. You are a reflection of God's beauty on earth. You are not this mortal body that death will one day take. You are an everlasting spirit, held in the mortal embrace of clay. You are not a human being meant to be spiritual. You are a spiritual being living this human being miracle. This is a poem by Aru Barsak. Beautiful.
Thank you so much, Lakshmi. So we have been inviting people to share haikus at the end that spontaneously arise. And a haiku is 5 syllables, 7, and 5. That's a part of a bigger equation. I think it's the homeopathic version of haiku, as we know it. And haikus can happen in any language. They didn't originally happen in English. So if you have a haiku in your native language, that would be fine too. But anyway, does anyone have a haiku they would like to share? Here's how we do it. We unmute. You say your name and where you're from, and if you want to say your pronouns, that would be fine too. If you have that way, it doesn't work in all languages, but however you feel, you want to identify yourself and then share your pronoun, your haiku.
I have a haiku today. This is Shakur.
Okay. Thank you.
Peace, love, kindness, forgiveness, compassion, all is in the one being of souls. Bring peace to all beings.
Thank you, Shakur.
I have a haiku. This is Asaph.
Okay.
Now, this haiku is in Italian, and not being a native Italian, it took a little scratching. Hopefully, if we have any real native Italian speakers here, this will be reasonable Italian, but bear with me. Manda la luce, amore dal cuore, terra gentile.
Again, please.
You're muted.
Now,
How'd that happen? Okay, sorry.
Again.
One more.
Please.
Manda la luce, amore dal cuore, terra gentile. And I can give you a rough translation of that, which is send light, love from the heart, gentle earth. I'll stick that in the chat.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Beautiful, Asaph.
Anyone else?
Yeah.
I have one. This Gurnam from West Palm Beach, Florida. This is from this morning. Radiance of sun, invitation to our hearts. Brilliantly heal all.
Thank you.
I have haiku now.
Hi, Gulistan.
Мое сердце трепещет, да так близко. Здесь нет времени, нет пространства, только любовь.
Only love. Только любовь.
Yes. My heart is flutters. My heart flutters. It's so close. There is no time here. There is no space here. Only love.
Alhamdulillah. Thank you, Gulistan. Beautiful. Красивая. Очень красивая.
Okay. So let's go on gallery view if you're not already. So we see everybody. There's this is such a dicey time on our planet. Everywhere, it's so many challenges for all of us, and I'm just so grateful that we can gather together and open our hearts with each other, cultivate compassion, support each other in courage and light, and they say there's the Buddha, all the enlightened beings, all the teachers, and then there's all the teachings, and then there's the Sangha. And whenever we gather together, we affirm Sangha. We're not alone. We strengthen each other's practice. So thank you so much for gathering in this circle in this moment together. Sangha is always it's a verb, it's happening where we make it happen. So let's dedicate, and why don't we go around the world a little bit for the dedication.
Ecuador,
Lakshmi.
por favor.
Que todos los seres estén bien, que todos sean felices. Paz, paz, paz.
Ilona and Latifa, outside of, in the countryside outside St. Petersburg, Russia.
Да будут счастливы все, да будут все блаженны.
Okay, I think we'll do it in English now all together. And here we go. May all beings be well. May all beings be happy. Peace. Peace. Okay, on the breath, everybody. And you can unmute if you like, but stay on the breath. On the breath. Hold it on the breath. We're going to do it together. And we're going to sing really softly so we don't...
Listening.
Like really listening to each other so we don't distort each other. So it's still on the breath. Okay, very soft. Peace. Oh, that breath. That's right. Breath. Amin, friends. Thank you. Be well. We do this every week. We love it when we to be together like this. So thank you so much for joining us, and have a beautiful rest of your day or evening or whatever time it is wherever you are. And Ya Shakur, Ya Allah. Yeah, be well.
Ya Shakur.
Shakur.
Ya Shakur.
Ya Shakur.
Shakur.
Mm.